Right, YouTube, what is good? Welcome back to another video. We are fresh off the back of Hyrox Cardiff. Had a little bit of a deload last week and we are now going into our first ever testing week. It is now Wednesday. Monday, we had a 60-minute zone 2, so I was getting tested aerobically. Tuesday was just a 60-minute urge bike. Today, Wednesday, we have an 8K zone 2, and then we're going to be doing some assault bike later. I will explain the whole purpose and rationale behind this testing week later on in the video, but right now, we're going to get into it. So there we have it, 8K in the bag right there. Felt really comfortable with that, felt really comfortable. As you can see, just over 5K pace on average. And that's me comfortably sitting at zone 2 as well, comfortably sitting at zone 2. So running is coming on very nicely. Very nicely indeed. But anyway, I'm going to get Mill 1 now, and then we are back at it later for assault bike. Right, so we are back with a juicy one to wrap up the day. We got some peak power testing this evening. Assault bike, we got 10 minutes of zone 2, straight into 30 seconds at RPE 7, 2 minutes rest, 20 seconds at RPE 8, 2 minutes rest, 10 seconds at RPE 9, 5 minutes rest. And then the main block is 10 seconds max effort, record wattage, rest 3 minutes times 3. So yeah, that is the shift in which we'll be putting in on the assault bike today. Not looking forward to this one, I can't lie. When I was looking through all the tests, this was the one where I was like, right, yeah, this is not gonna suck as much because like, it's only a test, but just looks boring as fuck, doesn't it, really? I'm not complaining though. It's got to be done, right? It's an important part of it all when it comes to my programming in order to become a better hybrid athlete ultimately. So yeah, let's get it done. Right, so we are back at the gym now. It is the following day and we have got some strength testing to attend. Very excited for this one. Very excited for this one. If you're interested on the max watts in which I recorded on the assault bike testing yesterday, the power testing, I believe it was called, I think on average I was roughly around 130 to 140 watts, which that is probably above average, nearer that sort of athlete status, I believe, from what I've researched anyway. So yeah, we'll have to see what the coach thinks of that. But as for today, like I say, we're doing some strength testing. We're going to be working my way up to my 1 rep max on bench press, squat, deadlift, and then we got a max pull up at the end. So really excited for this. Have not tested my 1 rep max on either of their movements for quite some time. Like rarely have I ever done that. So yeah, in regards to numbers in which I want to hit, I'd be happy with anywhere between a 120 to 140 bench, 150 or above squat. I'll be happy with that. And I want to rip a 200 kilo deadlift as well. I'll be pretty happy with that. So yeah, we'll have to see.
So there we have it. That was the strength testing there. That was yesterday now. So I'm trying to remember, what did I end up hitting in regards to numbers? I think that was a 150 squat, a 190 deadlift, and a 120 bench. So I'm not too sad about the bench and the squat. I'll take that. But yeah, I really wanted to rip that 200 kg deadlift off the floor. I would have been quite happy with that. But no, it wasn't meant to be. But I guess that's another goal now and another number to chase. But anyway, it is early doors on a Saturday morning, and we just pulled up to Pure Gym now. We've got a 5k road test and a 5k ski test coming up. So let's see what numbers we hit for that. So there we are, 5k road test, 5k ski test. Let me just check the times in which I got. So for the row, we got 19 minutes, 20 seconds. I'll take that. Ski, bearing in mind we literally just had the row prior, 20 minutes, 38 seconds. So I think they're pretty decent times. I would consider them pretty decent times. So yeah, all in all, not bad, I'll take it. But yeah, they were absolutely brutal. 5k straight on the row and ski. If you're like me and you're either, well, ADHD or think that you're potentially borderline ADHD, that is like fucking brutal. Like staying on that ski, 5k flat, like 1k on race day feels enough. Even when I'm doing like short little 500 meter intervals, sometimes they feel brutal enough. But that was something else. But no, all in all, happy with them times. I'll take it. Right, gang, so that is a full week wrapped up of testing. I say a full week wrapped up, we still do have 2 more sessions within the testing week because it's lasting 10 days. So I will be hitting them Monday and Tuesday. It's now Sunday. But that was what was the first week of testing, I suppose, as a hybrid athlete. I've never done a testing week as a hybrid athlete before, so that was quite interesting to say the least. But just to give a little bit of a roundup of what went down, we had 3 runs, which the first one was aerobic testing, 60-minute zone 2. The following 2 runs were just base runs, 8Ks. One of them did turn into a 10K though. I basically ran my 5K route and I thought, right, I'll just do that again. It was just easier for me, but the run felt good. We then had a bike recovery session. We had 2 bike recovery sessions. We had a peak power testing, which was a salt bike, as you saw. We then had strength testing, which was my back squat, my barbell bench press, and my deadlift. And then we had the 5k row and the 5k ski tests, which were fucking awful. Definitely don't want to be doing them anytime soon, but 2 respectable times to say the least. And then coming up next week, Monday and Tuesday, we have what will be a sled density test. And then we have a 5k test coming up, which I'm really, really excited about. If I could get sub 19 minutes in that, I'll be fucking buzzing over the moon. I reckon I definitely got it in the bag, 100%. But you will see in the next video, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. But no, all in all, that was that there. Like I said, my first testing week as a hybrid athlete. Never done a testing week before. But I guess I'll touch base with the coach tomorrow because I've got a call with him. And we're going to kind of go over the results and kind of see, right, this is where you're strong, this is where you're potentially weaker, this is what we need to improve on in order to get you achieving further PBs in your races and hopefully get podium, right? I want to take this as far as I can. I only want to take this as far as I can. I think I'm pretty set on my journey from here in terms of where I want to go and where I want to take things. I still want to resistance train 100%, and my new coach is going to be incorporating that within my overall plan and structure, because I want to hold muscle tissue. I still want to hold a good physique, but at the same time, I just want to full send high rocks and go as far as what I can with it. I definitely think Cardiff installed some belief for sure that I can be getting some seriously good times and that I could potentially be a podium athlete in the future for sure. But no, really, really excited for the journey ahead. In regards to the testing week as a whole, like I said, some pretty respectable numbers, but looking at them PBs there on the strength testing, I'm definitely like, yeah, I want to get better numbers for sure. I reckon if I was to go down a powerlifting route and full send that
that, I reckon I would be really, really good. But I wouldn't want to take my physique there, because ultimately I would have to gain a lot more weight, because let's not forget, mass moves mass. And plus I like feeling fit. So, you know, a 6-pack to me and being fit year round means way more than just a number in the gym. But obviously it's pretty cool to be ripping some serious numbers in the gym. Of course it is, right? It's a nice little boost to the ego. But yeah, if I can get my bench up to like 140, I'd be pretty happy with that. If I can get my squat to over 160, I'd be pretty happy with that. And if I can get my deadlift to over 200 kg, I'd be pretty happy with that as well. But no, regardless, that's that there. A slightly different vlog because I've taken you throughout my week as opposed to just a singular day. So let me know if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. I actually quite enjoyed filming that. I feel like a day of filming can be quite heavy in regards to actually remembering to film everything throughout your day. And especially with me, I'm a busy coach that's virtually just behind my desk all day. So in reality, a day in the life for me isn't too interesting. But a week in the life, fucking hell, fitness rock star. So, but like I say, for my following 2 sessions within this testing week, I will be taking you through them in next week's vlog. That's everything for this video. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.